Hey everybody, so I'm about to walk into the Equalizer 3, the finale, the chapter of the Equalizer trilogy. My thoughts go ahead are expecting a decently okay good movie. Denzel Washington, Violets, always a plus for me. Love to see that, of course. I'm excited to see how this all concludes and ends at the end of the film, of course. Hero Papa Cash, ready for a good time. Villain I'm expecting to be generic, meh, okay-ish, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy, nothing too good, of course. And yeah, as always, can't wait to see it. If y'all might have reactions and more. Also, I forgot to talk about Amanda Seyfried's character. I don't know much about her. Obviously, she was in the previous two films. I'm assuming, if I had to guess, she's someone who's like along the journey a little bit here and there. Maybe she betrays him in the end. That's the quick, good old plot twist backstory. By the way, I have seen no other reactions, no reviews for this film, which is the very first film of 2023 that I have seen nothing for. I've watched any of the reviews that came out recently, now the after reaction, so I'm going completely, totally blind just off my reaction alone. So this will be exciting. It's gonna be interesting. You know, Papa Cash does the same thing. He doesn't watch any reviews or reactions for it, so I'm doing the same for the Equalizer 3. I'm expecting the first 30 minutes to basically show where he's at, what he's been doing. Family gets attacked. He decides to take vengeance and take matters into his own hands. And I'm assuming the villain's gonna be okay / decent. In the end, he's gonna probably either pass away or go into hiding forever. I'll have to wait and see. Just kind seeing Equalizer 3. Very, very, very basic film. Very is exactly what you think you're gonna get out of it. There was no major plot twists. Characters were fine, but I give it a 5 or 4. It's not worth seeing in theaters by no means. This is a due for a low ball offer. It's not really. If you're bored as hell and you want something to watch with a low, slow story, a couple action sequences, watch it. Other than that, Equalizer 3, it's a fine movie. Nothing special about it, nothing unique or cool about it. Don't waste your money on this. And the whole marketing of he meets his equal, by the way, do not go in for that reason, because I promise you'll be very disappointed. Yeah, this is basic 4 out of 5 average movie. So yeah, guys, today, so welcome back to a brand new video. We have the Equalizer 3 movie that just came out last week, and I got to see it on Friday. Now, what I think about it, I thought that Equalizer 3 was a basic action movie. It was a decent time, I'd say. I was kind of bored certain parts of the film. This is not worth seeing in theaters, by no means necessary. It is the trilogy of the film, and I did like the conclusion, but honestly, the story for me, like all the other ones, it just kind of like, okay, we're here, we're there, we got this happening, this bad guy, that bad guy, and now we're here. Okay, cool. So I thought that I was expecting a plot twist of the film. We didn't get that, and there was a subplot that's involved with the side character, Dakota Fang's character. I've been calling Amanda Seyfried the whole time. I didn't understand that period. I'll explain that in the spoiler discussion. And obviously, now number one, you do not need to see the previous film to watch this. You don't need to see the previous film to watch this. There are flashback sequences that give you some context if you need it, of course. Okay. I was expecting a lot of action sequences, and there are some, but not as much as I was expecting there to be. I was kind of underwhelmed by that experience alone. And like I said, this is a very, very basic story. And I try to make this review 5 minutes or less, so I'm gonna just get what I can. So number one, Denzel Washington character. I don't remember the name. I really don't. He's called Alberto in this film. I mean, he's fine. You know, as far as I could see. Basically, he goes to Italy for something that I can't really talk about because it's a spoiler-ish. And the people around Italy start to take a love to him and his character, and they welcome him with open arms. Of course, you already know with every single story, a bad guy appears, starts to harass the people around Italy. But basically, he takes upon himself to do what he has to do best. I'll leave it at that, okay? And I gotta say, I wanted more from these characters. We get introduced to some of them, not all of them, but some. And you see things happen, but I feel like if they would have given the characters more depth and all that, more layers to them, that makes sense. Then like when the finale of the film happens, then the actual movie has more meaning to it. That makes sense, right? Because to me, when everything is said and done, I was like that was kind of underwhelming because it feels very very one sided, and I'll explain why in the spoiler discussion. I can't go in detail about it now, but like I just felt like the villains were one dimensional. They're nothing new. They're nothing unique about them. So again, if you're going to this film to meet its equal, as the marketing would tell you, is meet its equal, trust that is not the case in this film. There is no massive crazy threat going on here. Okay, I won't give away anything by no means, but this is not a film where it's extremely complex and it's like, holy crap, this is gonna be a really good Will. No, it's not. It's not. You know what you're gonna get. You know what's gonna happen. As you've seen the first two, you can literally guess beat for beat what's gonna happen in this one. Okay. I thought that the Kevin Fang's character was fine. I didn't mean if she wasn't the film, cool. If she was, great. I still don't really understand her part in the film, to be completely honest with you. Like even me and Papa Cash, when we came out of the film, we literally were like, wait, so what was she doing the whole time? I was confused by her, of course. The side characters, by the way, I'm not really talk too much about because they're introduced a little bit of like, I guess plot to them, like not plot, but like personality. Like there's a lady in the trailer who basically is a waitress or whatever at a restaurant, and there's a guy at a fish shop. By the way, that's not spoiler by no means. Like you can see in the trailer and all that. And then there's the older gentleman who helps take care of Denzel's character, Enzo. Loved Enzo, by the way. The two villains, there's really nothing to talk about them. Again, you beat them. Is like as long as you can turn your brain off and expect the bare minimum from this film, I promise you will love it. If you have high expectations of a good story and very well written villains, you're going to hate this film. I promise you that much. I thought that the camera shots were great in the film. Dialogue was fine, really. The main person I would say, the main thing I did love was again Enzo, the caretaker for Denzel. I thought his personality was excellent. I really liked the character overall. Um, there's not much more I could say about this. I'll answer this question right now. Is the ending of this film satisfying for me? For me, and for me personally, I mean, yeah, I guess, sure. I was like, okay, that was a film. Got it, cool, you know. And I mean, I can't really say it's gonna be satisfying for you because it's everything's subjective. You may have a different experience than I am. You may love this film, and that's wonderful. That's great. But for me personally, I'm like, it was a doofer. That's what my grandpa used to call the films. It's a doofer. Like I said, kick back on the couch, Netflix, whatever it's on. Get some popcorn. Turn your brain off for a couple hours and enjoy yourself. All right. So again, 4 out of 10, low ball offer. Wait to stream this on whenever it comes on streaming. Denzel Washington, of course, is fine as the Equalizer. Fine job. Villains and characters were underwell unwritten in my opinion. Dialogue was decent overall. Like I said, 4 out of 10, low ball offer. See what you can. Stick around for the spoiler discussion. As always, thank you for watching. Peace out, stay friendly. Have a good one, y'all. Peace. Welcome to the spoiler discussion. Really not much spoil to be honest with you. I mean, this is gonna be very short.
It's been a journey, but we're all in.
Okay, here's an offer. I'll give you the $500,000 in debt. It's going to be 36.
So he then goes and basically beats the crap out of a cop because he snitched on them for a crime that they committed whenever they burnt the fish came down, right? And so one night they're all in a restaurant together, the cop and his family, and then Denzel Washington's character. The basically young brother pulls up and basically tries to bully him to do something he doesn't want to do. And he looks over to Denzel Washington's character, and Denzel Washington's giving him the dead look possible, like the most dead look period. He notices this, goes over to him, and Denzel Washington pretty much just puts him in his place and says like, "Stop! I'm giving you a warning." Blah blah blah. The hero crap, right? And they basically tells his men to back off and everything else. And they pretty much the younger brother leaves the shop, basically goes to his boy and says, "Get the van ready. We're gonna go kill the mother." Basically, Denzel Washington's character, and that's what Denzel Washington just. But we don't see how it happens. By the way, we see it talking to a guy. Guy gets hit by the van, and then literally Denzel Washington grills a glass, a bottle of wine, and just kills his entire crew, plus the younger brother. Right. And so then the older brother is upset, wants to know who did it, threatens to kill the cop if no one comes forward. Denzel Washington comes forward, says he did it, and they said they're going to get a award the next day. Denzel Washington goes to his place at night, kills all of his goons, plus him, and basically, like, it's not even whenever he kills anybody in this film, it's never a fight of he gets hit once or he gets beaten or knocked down. It's literally a point to where he literally always wins the fight. Like here, it's like with Vin Diesel or The Rock with their contracts, right? Whenever Denzel Washington does any scene where he's about to do the violence, he always wins the fights. Always. He never once in this fight loses the fight. Period. Right. So basically, he drugs the older brother and basically walks the younger brother onto the streets of Italy. He gets hit by a car, and you just see this guy slowly just die. That's all it really is to it. And then basically the city of Italy, where the town they're in, celebrates that they're finally like out of the gangs, reach whatever you want to call it, and they're all happy. And then Denzel Washington basically figures out that his safe place is Italy, and that's where he wants to live the rest of his life. The end. He doesn't die. He lives peacefully, and all that crap. So there's a subplot with the Cody Fangs character where basically the house that Denzel Washington was in, you see that scene where he basically in the red band where he kills those people, kills that other villain I told you about in the beginning. There's something to do with that, and then the older brother, like I don't really fully understand it, but I'm gonna try to explain to you the best way I can. So basically, which just again, and if in the comment section, if y'all know this better than I do, please comment below and like literally tell me a better version of it so I can understand it. But basically, she asks him why he's helping her out. He says he gave an Uber ride to a gentleman who lost money on a crypto site. So then he went to some type of link to get him the money back, gives the Korean fan the money, and then she gives it to the right person. I don't know. I don't understand subplot period, okay? There's like 4 action scenes, the beginning. As far as the Denzel Washington's character goes, the beginning, younger brother again, and the older brother, and that's pretty much it. Okay. Now I suspect that the plot twist was going to be the cop guy that was with the Cody Fangs character was going to be somehow a villain. He wasn't, unfortunately. Okay. I don't have any additional thoughts on this film. Period. So that's Equalizer 3. Again, Denzel Washington lives happily, and all the bad guys, of course, die a crucial / gruesome death. If you like these reviews and more, drop a like, subscribe to new. Thanks for watching. Peace.